How's it going, everyone? Another video. This is a friend of a friend's car. Beautiful car. I mean, real sharp color and everything. This guy had all kinds of work done to it. I mean, he had it at the body shop, had it at the interior shop. I mean, he had it all done. Really, a lot of work done on this. Put his four-wheel disc on there and everything. I mean, he had a lot of stuff done on this car. Front to back, top to bottom. He even had a new motor put in. There's all the paperwork right there. They didn't do a break-in. They didn't do a break-in on it, and they wiped out the cam. Yes, it's a flat tappet. And long story short was he had the motor built. Somebody else put it in, but that person never did the break-in on it, but it ended up going to a body shop, and the car was running. It started and ran and everything, but they didn't do a break-in. I'm guessing, and I'm assuming that the body shop moving the car here and there for a minute or two is what damaged it. Then it went to a performance place, and they told them that they gotta tear the motor out, take the motor out and tear it all down and see what's going, what it is, and basically let them know from that point. I guess they did adjust the valves, but all they did was adjust them to a bad cam lobe, and then 2-3 days later it was running bad again. Well, yeah, the place should have realized that, but or at least looked into it further. So they just give them whatever story they gave them, and didn't really get into it too much, and just right off the bat told me you got to pull the motor out, it's no good, or something, whatever they said, I don't know. My buddy called me, friend of mine called me, the one with the red 70. This is a 71, right? It was a 72. This is a 72 Cutlass. Whether it's a real 442 or not, I don't know. I didn't even look. Or if he just wanted a clone. And he told me about this car, and then told me, all right, we'll look at it. So I pretty much got a lot of my things done on my cars. They're pretty much done. I can drive them if I choose to. Even though I got the wheels off of that one there, I was just doing some measuring. But anyways, so I told him I got to take the valve covers off, and I got to pull the intake, and I can look inside and see what it had, if it wiped out a cam. From what he explained to me, that's where I was at. Wiped out a cam. So I pulled the distributor. First thing I did was, after I pulled the distributor, I just primed the oil, and the oil was just blowing out around it. I mean, bad. I mean, it was just coming out. It wasn't going anywhere else. It was blowing right through there. So then, I was able to see. You can see, I can see that right there. That lobe, you see how bad it is, how beat up it is compared to the other ones. So that's when I primed it, and I noticed it's just blowing out oil right through, right around the bore. So pulled that one, and here we are. Wiped it out. If you can get a picture, there we go. That shows a lot how it looks. How wiped out it got. And yeah. So, and like I said, and all this is new. Everything is new. I mean, all the others came out fine. You know, so called them up to him. You know, I says, it might be best to pull that motor out, and we got to look at the bearings and everything. The oil actually didn't look too bad. Didn't look really bad. I didn't see much material in there. I know there was going to be some from a fresh motor, but it wasn't really that bad. So, long story, I called him on that, and he told me that at the last shop it was at, they did do, the ones that did the adjustment, they did do a oil change on it and everything. So I'm thinking it just flushed out a lot of it. So I told him that's why we gotta pull the motor and look at the bearings. We don't know how bad they're gonna be. So here's another one for me, another project for me to do. It's a 450. That's actually boarded 30 over, so it's a 461, old 461. C heads. I never even checked to see if it's an F block, so it's not an FA block, which is good. Well, FAs ain't that bad, I guess. If you do enough to them. They did, that, and like I said, he had a lot of everything replaced, you see. I mean, he, tubular control arms, he had the frame done, it was a frame off. I mean, he had everything done on it. Nice cold case radiator, that's the same one I got now. I just put in mine. I was mentioning that I was gonna go to put a cold case in mine. I did. And a couple of things, little things I'm gonna tell them that we're changing, such as this fuel line right here. We're gonna change this stuff out. I'll take that off there. This filter. These filters are junk, guys. Do not use these filters. I mean, they're really bad. They rattle and then they come loose. Okay, and then they'll come loose. Those things cause more fires than ex-wives. So I would not use those. I'm sure I got something else better than that thing. But yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful car. I mean, the color, it's a sharp ass color. It's like that new Chrysler color, I guess. You see, I mean, he had, gotten new bumpers, everything. He didn't cheap out on it, I guess. I mean, I don't know what them rims cost. I'm sure those ain't cheap. But yeah, beautiful car. Color is really nice, sharp color. Looks really good on the car. But, and go figure. He's got the Ram hood. He's a little upset, but he's like, okay, well, we got to do. So I just figured I'd make a short video on this. I'll probably pull I gotta pull the motor, and then go from there. There was some other thing, another thing I noticed too, that when me and him were talking, and he was giving me the whole story on everything. It's got a 700 trans in it, and I guess they said they drove it for a couple days. They drove it for a couple days and it was okay, and then, like, let's say the fourth day, it's when it started acting up again. But I noticed when he got it here, the TV cable wasn't even hooked up. It was just sitting right there, right open inside there, like that. It's just right here. It's just sitting there. Whoopsie. Damn it, I can't. Yeah, they just had it sitting up in there like that. And I'm like, well, I hope that didn't, hope they didn't hurt the trans. But there's only one way for me to know. After I finish this part, I'll take it for a ride. I got another cable that cable doesn't even look like it's gonna make it. I got an adjustable one I'll put in there. So this is where I'm at on this. So maybe I'll do a second part on it after I get the motor out and everything. See where we're at from that point. So I just figured I'd just throw this out there for you guys. Again, I want to say thanks for watching the videos, and anybody that subscribed, thank you. And I always forget to mention that I'm sorry that I don't really reply to too many messages. I'll be honest with you, I really haven't replied to. I probably replied to 2 or 3. I really don't think about it, to be honest with you guys. I mean, I just try to put a video out there to see if it's going to help anyone, or just to show people too projects that are going on, things that I'm doing. Really, that's it. So, but I do appreciate you guys trying to get a comment or whatever, or commenting and stuff like that. And I'm sorry that I haven't replied or anything. Yeah, I'm bad at that. Kind of even new to doing the whole video thing, to be honest with you guys, and I don't even know all the ins and outs. But anyways, I'll make this one short here, and so I can get back to this. And like I said, maybe I'll try to do a second video on it, guys. Everybody. And that's it, everybody. Take care, and thanks again. I appreciate it.